Hi everyone. Today is Monday,
Mm-hmm.
the
The 12th.
Monday the 12th, and it's March 2018, and we're outside, and this is some equipment that you haven't seen before. You've seen through the camera lens, but you haven't seen like some of the stuff that I have available, and I thought I would do a little something different than sitting in front of a camera live. We actually had a couple of problems the last time, and it cut off, and so we had to do two-part on the interview. And Odie came to me. This is Larry J. Walker,
Hi, folks.
who we call Odie lovingly. Yeah, I mean the kids gave him they gave you that moniker like what?
Almost 25. Let's see.
When they were little, you know.
Actually, that came from Josh Funk, a friend of my brother.
Josh Funk, yeah.
He
so
came
like
up with it.
30 years ago or something like
30.
that. Yeah. So we decided, we were going to do. Odie felt like it was unfinished and needed to add some things to it, and I thought, why not? It's a beautiful day, and this is actually our second take. We forgot to turn the mic on the first one. We did a whole 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and then,
exactly.
But anyways, with no further ado, here's Odie with his thoughts on what he wanted to tell everyone that we didn't get in the first two-part series episode.
Thank you. Braylon?
You don't have to have it so close.
Okay, sorry. Well, I was going to let you folks know is that I thank you for your support out here for the Squatch Zone, which I am very honored to be a part of again. And I was going to let you guys know that there are some things I felt like that we were kind of rushing through because of time constraints, and he had to get us home, and it's a clear day today, like he's saying here. And I'll let him, and it's a really beautiful day to be outside and kick back and have it. I like this kind of environment to begin with.
Right, me too.
It's nice, and it's
actually better than sitting in a room.
Yeah, exactly. In a room, you're like, because he doesn't know this, folks, but in certain rooms, I get really claustrophobic. That's why the last time I was here, I was feeling a little cramped up with all the equipment on the floor, you name it. I'm used to outside locations or indoors, but I'm mainly an outdoor kind of guy like he is that likes, like, for example, he likes doing the Bigfoot thing outside, and me, it's landscaping and plants. And that's all right with me.
Yeah, so what were some of the things that was on your mind that you thought you might want to tell everyone?
Well, for one thing is that we just celebrated me and Winter's third wedding anniversary.
Yeah, and what day?
March the 6th. We've been married it was our third wedding anniversary.
Third wedding anniversary, congratulations.
Thank you on that.
I think that's a major milestone.
Yeah, it is, because a lot of people were telling me and her, you guys only last maybe a year if you're lucky.
Yeah, well, they say if you make it 7 years, you're over the hump,
Yeah, well, we're not quite over the hump. I've got friends that have been married 12 years, and they're getting through it in Tulare County, as you know.
Right,
And they've got disabilities, and they were told early on, you guys are not going to make it. Yeah. And the thing with Winter, she was married before, spiritually married.
So you're like the second?
I'm technically for her first husband, because the guy that she was married to was not really on the level.
Yeah, well, I remember in the first part we talked about how you beat cancer, and did you finish off your thoughts on that?
I was going to let people know is that Dr. Christopher Perkins is one of the best doctors out there. That treated me, and I got to see him pretty soon here, and that goes with Jiger Dillon here in Fresno.
And how many years ago was that?
We're coming up, I believe, I was diagnosed when I was 18. We're coming up on an anniversary this year, almost 30.
No, it'd be like 31 years.
Yeah, 31 years, yeah, I was diagnosed.
31 years. And I think you walked off the cancer.
I do too.
I remember you got pretty sick. You lost all your hair. But you had a lot of support. Like, we
Yeah,
had a lot of big family.
Yeah, exactly.
support.
Yeah, we did have a lot of family support, and we had a lot of church support
Right,
too.
Yeah.
During this, I had.
You're involved in the church.
Yeah, I am.
Church still, right?
Yeah, I am.
All that support.
Yeah, I am. Actually, I'm
Wanna give
helping.
them a little plug?
Yeah, I was going to do that.
Okay.
I was going to let you guys know I work with Calvary Road Outreach. I'm on their support crew. And recently I brought some friends on board that have been with me for 17 years. And they're a part of a music group called Ancient of Days Music Ministry.
Cool, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I do too. And they were on the road a lot, as you remember.
Ancient of Days. Huh?
That's the name of the group.
That's like a good name.
Yeah, it is.
Like we kind of are living in the Ancient of Days.
Yeah, we are. And the thing is that I was going on the road with them a lot to help them set things up and help them with technical stuff. At the time, I was doing Valley PBS's Art of Gardening.
Right, yeah.
And I couldn't...
How many years did you do that?
I did that for 10 years.
10 years. 10 years working as the camera operator, floor director,
Producer's assistant.
Graphics.
You name it, I did. And now I'm passing it on to another gentleman behind me.
And that was that was PBS, right?
Right, and the show was on Tuesday nights at 7:30.
And it was, that would be Fresno, Clovis, PBS, KVPT.
No, KVPTV.
KVPT.
V.org.
Oh, well, I messed it all up.
That's okay, don't worry about it. But anyhow, the other thing too is that I'm involved in a book too that John Pape.
Like a long time ago, back in the early 80s, I also put my time in.
Yes, he did.
TV, PBS.
Yeah, he did, folks. And I took
actually won an award.
Yeah, I know. You've won awards and so have I.
Yeah.
We both have.
Ooh, hey.
And there's and one of the guys that showed you the ropes was still there when I was there back in the day.
Right.
And his name's Oscar. Yeah, Oscar. He's a very good. He and I got into a fight one night about a show.
Well, Oscar was good at cussing everybody out.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone, blankety blank blank blank. I said focus.
Yeah, exactly.
That thing to the right.
Yeah, truck that camera to the right side or the middle shot, please. I'm like,
I said a 2-shot.
Yeah, exactly. He said a 2-shot, and I'm like, okay, I learned it. And then after he and I had the disagreement too, what the disagreement was, I got because my senior director at the time took a break from the show. He was always on the road doing other shows for him. And anyhow, to make a long story short here, is that he mainly told me, you can't do this kind of show because you're a volunteer.
Oh.
And I'm like, let me have John Pape talk to him. That's the guy that did Art of Gardening.
Right.
And John goes, let me see what I could do to get your bonsai show on the air. So anyhow, John set up an interview with Paula, the station manager, and she goes, well, Larry, guess what? We're ending Art of Gardening this year, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I'd like to have a topic that's been burning in my soul since I got here, because we're always talking about plant announcements, and we had we had people from the San Joaquin Valley master gardeners to construction workers that were doing plant landscaping stuff that was driven. I told her maybe the bonsai show would be a good way to, because John was running out of ideas, and he came to me one day and says, hey, why don't you see, I told him I like to try to do a bonsai show with Steve DeSalva. My friend at the greenhouse was my teacher. And my classmates were picking up on the shows I was doing the cameras on. They were like, maybe this might be a good opportunity for you to take this thing serious. So I did, and I decided I wanted to do it. And they're like, okay, go ahead and do it. And then Oscar, I told him I had to talk with my camera people. I told him we're going to do it like we do Art of Gardening. Just focus in on your whatever shots he tells you to do. And I told him be calm, because one of the ladies goes, thank you for telling Oscar to calm down for a while.
Oscar never calms down.
No, I know. But after that, I was sick for a while. Before that, I was getting emotionally sick in my head, because he was telling me with my disability it was really not something I really wanted to do.
Well, he's not used to dealing with that kind of thing. So, I mean, he was treating you like he treated me or anyone else.
Right, exactly. I found that out later.
You were taking it more personal, and it doesn't mean anything personal.
No, I know. Anyhow, after we got done shooting the show, he came up and told me, thanks, Larry. That was a very intriguing show. I'm glad that, and then on top of that, at that time, we did our bonsai show, and then we had a break-in at the Shins and Gardens here. He was on the board of directors. I had him pull that. I had him pull that in with John.
Right.
So I had that going on, and I told him he was part of City College, and we all kind of married it together, and it worked out really well.
Well, that's good.
And it worked, and it got a lot of people's attention that thought, everybody kept telling John, nice show, John. He goes, I didn't put the swing together. I just I had Larry put it together, and he did good.
Right.
And that's how now I got another event I'm doing on March 18th. I'm learning the ropes when it comes to productions in a church. I'm still learning that.
Right.
Because you've done this kind of stuff like with like how you did your Africa trip. They kept telling you, no, you can't go at that time because you had some issues that they were telling you, hey, Alan, you can't do this.
Well, we did it anyway.
Yeah, you and that pastor did a really good job. And come to find out that pastor that you worked with real quick, come to find out his, I'm going to bring this in here a little bit, is that Ray J. Smith, was the pastor that helped your dad, come to find out was Pastor Mike Hamilton's uncle.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Ray J.
I really didn't attend that church that much.
No, I know. I'm just saying Ray J.
They
helped.
Just hired me because they knew I could do it.
Right. You wanna?
I think our dogs are target.
Yeah, I do too, because of the motorcycle. But anyhow,
there's another dog on the other side of the
I hear.
He's
Sorry.
retarded.
Yeah, I hear. Well, anyhow, I could work over the dogs. That doesn't bother me at all.
Work over the dogs.
I can work under the dogs.
Odie is now going to work over the dogs.
Or winter is. But
well,
like,
I mean, they still could hear it.
Yeah, I hear it. Well, anyhow, like I was saying, is that anyhow, Pastor Mike went and talked to Ray J. Smith. I talked to Pastor's dad. I said, hey, do you know Ray J. Smith? He goes, yeah, that's my uncle, Larry. And I'm like, really? I told him, guess what?
He
Bill.
was born into it.
Yeah, exactly. Ray J. come to find out knew Bill, and it worked out really well.
Yeah.
And he said, well, guess I told him that Bill Thomas was my uncle. And they're like, really? That puts you in our senior staff because you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
And I went back and I had Pastor's son Ben check the information. It was correct. He goes, well, I guess I owe you an apology there, Uncle Larry. I said, yeah. So I'm helping him do a lot of stuff.
Well, maybe you'll get an Africa trip out of the deal one day.
No, I would like to go to London or England or somewhere else.
Well, they don't have missionaries over there.
No, or maybe make a trip out to Brazil wouldn't bother me either.
No, that might be, I wouldn't mind doing that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see if they have any Bigfoot over there.
Well, the thing is, you know who you could go talk to is Scott.
Yeah, I know, yeah. Maybe I'll ask him one day.
Hey, hey, Scott, can you send me to Brazil? I love you.
Hey, I want to tag along in your luggage.
Yeah.
Just load me in that big red bag.
Yeah, there you go. But anyhow, like I was saying, is that in general terms here, anyhow, like I said, is that I'm really happy, though, that we're just having fun and kicking back and having a nice day today.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you got?
Let me throw a couple other things in here. Like I was saying, is that... Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear. Well...
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about our marriage. Yeah, I got my significant other in front of me looking at me like I'm crazy today.
She's actually going crazy taking pictures.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
She's
here.
A shutterbug.
Just like her father-in-law, you guys, in training.
Yeah, give me a camera and I'll be freaking out.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah. Well, like I was saying, is that I'm going to bring something up, okay, babe? I was going to talk about the medical thing.
Nah, you don't want to talk about that. I don't think nobody wants to hear that.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's keep it upbeat.
Yeah, okay, let's keep it upbeat. Yeah, well, I'm just going to let you guys know that
I know you guys just went to a retreat now. Well, that's upbeat.
Yeah, it is. Fun. Yeah, it was nice. We had a nice trip in
Hi, everybody.
There's my wife. Right.
You might have to go down a little bit.
Yeah.
I have a pretty tight shot.
Yeah. Well, okay. Look up, babe.
Here, have a seat right here.
Yeah, sit over here.
I can interview you.
Yeah, let me do that. Come here. I'll interview you for a little.
No, that'll take that out of the picture.
No, it won't. No, sit down. Come on, babe. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, everybody.
All right, this is my beautiful wife, winner of 3 years, you guys, and she's a really loving lady. So, oh, it's okay. Anyhow, tell me how long have you known me, Winter?
Yeah, just put me on the spot here. If you guys can't understand me, I'm sorry. I've had surgery in 2013. I've had a tumor in my nose, and the only way for them to cut it out is to cut my stuffed palate out. So, I'm sorry if you guys cannot understand me.
Every word you said.
No, I'm talking about your audience.
Yeah, they can just siphon it, gal. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, I have known my husband for
140 years.
Come on, baby. Here it is. Go ahead.
34 years since I was 11 and he was 17. But what's so funny is when I was 11, I told him, one of these days, Larry James Walker, I am going to marry you. And he just laughed in my face.
Yeah, he did.
Bad boy. And then, when we did get married, I was saying, now who's laughing now? No.
Yeah, well, anyhow, I just wanted to introduce my wife of 3 years, and I'm very lucky and very blessed to have a beautiful wife, you guys, like this.
How did you guys like the retreat?
It was pretty good. We had some fun down there, huh, babe, at down in San Luis Obispo.
I heard it was raining and all that.
Yeah, it was raining. Yeah, it was raining.
Yeah, we had a little bit of
A
rain.
little bit of rain, but most of the time it was sunshiny.
Yeah, it was sunshiny while we were there. Anyhow,
The beach, right?
no, we were in San Luis Obispo outside.
Everybody was in Pismo Beach. We were in San Luis Obispo.
Well, how does that work? I mean, I would rather be at the beach.
Well, the thing is that the hotels and the beach are more expensive.
Oh, I see.
If you got deep pockets, then yeah, I would suggest that you go to it.
The same
Deep
amount.
pockets go to the beach. Just
Yeah.
Go to San Luis.
Yeah, exactly.
Look
Everybody.
at the pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because I put pictures every year on Facebook.
Yeah. The thing is, you guys, my wife's got a Facebook page, and she's always sharing pictures up on Facebook of whatever we're doing and stuff like that. And I'm very honored again, you guys, to let you guys know that I'm very happy to have my beautiful wife of 3 years, and
Thank you, baby.
you're welcome. And it's important to, and like I said, is that Winter's a very strong woman that keeps me in line when I need it too, you guys.
And thanks to my gracious
Like, they're coming for you now.
yeah.
I know.
No, they're coming for Odie.
All right. There she goes.
Well, thank you, Winter, for stepping in. That was cool.
But anyhow, like,
Didn't do
but anyhow, like I was saying in general terms here, is that I'm trying to tell those people out there just to remind them that keep donating to the Squatch Zone so he could build his computer, and he's not really doing this for money. He's just doing it to fix up his computer.
Well, not really just to fix up my computer. Like, I could I'm self-sufficient, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I know.
I have enough to live on, really. Only I don't have enough to upgrade the equipment.
Right, exactly. And that's why I'm telling these people.
Well, I appreciate everything that everybody's done so far, and soon as I have a computer where I can actually edit these type of videos and other videos that I'm putting together, which the computer can't do.
Right, I understand
I'm
that.
pretty much done raising funds after that, and then it would be all about if they want to help me have more than $8 a month that's left over.
Yeah, and I was trying to.
Seriously, you know.
And I hear it.
That's where I'm at. Like,
Yeah, I hear
I
it.
get paid. I pay everything, and then I have $8.
I hear. Yeah, I hear you. Well, like
I'm
I'm.
being totally honest, brutally honest. It hurts to even say it.
Well, the thing is, to you guys too, is that I'm just trying to let you guys know that he's doing a good job out here for you folks.
See, a lot of people don't know they don't know me from before.
Right, I remember
Old
the.
life.
Yeah, the old life is kind of a past of your life, and I mean, for a while there, he was selling helping with the casino, making all that money, and this RSD kicked his butt in a couple areas too, and with his heart problems too. And I've been there, but not with all the hard stuff.
You walked it off.
I walked it off, but the problem is some days I still have some little issues left over from it.
Sure.
And it's just residual effects because now I got acid reflux really bad.
Well, that's exactly what caused the whole problem in the first
Yeah, it was. And now the thing is that in certain spots now I'm learning to deal with it.
Well, a lot of it's diet. Like
Yeah.
you eat oily food.
Yeah, I know. And there's times where I want to go and cheat and have a candy bar somewhere and I can't do it.
And you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, I know. That's what winter's there for. You guys to keep me in line for that. But like I was saying, is that you guys? I'm just letting you guys know that I'm very happy.
Loving the outdoor and the wind in the hair thing.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to tell you guys.
Wear a bun next time.
But I'm just trying to tell you folks is that I'm just really happy where the things are going with the Squatch Zone. Every once in a while I do check up on you, and
You guys are like you guys are in the chat like almost every
yeah, we do. We do check up on that because there's a reason for my madness there.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it just God's telling me check up on him to make sure everybody be calm here because as a Christian guy, I have to protect my family.
Right.
And that's something you taught me very early on.
Yeah.
If it's Winter or you or Vicky or Laurel, and now I'm taking care of Gracie too, pretty much. And I'm taking care of my church a lot too.
Yeah.
I got enough on my agenda to keep me busy for a while.
It's fun doing the Squatch thing. I have to apologize. Let me see. I got to apologize for last week. I went out with Adolf, and we went and did the home and garden show. And I thought, like, the last time I went was back when we were doing the worm farm.
Mm-hmm.
And we were selling all that worm poo out there. And it was at least 25 years ago about that happened. And the last time I was there was only 2 buildings full of, full of vendors and stuff. And one of them was me selling worm poo. But this time when I went out there, it was the entire fairgrounds. The only thing missing was the midway. I mean, it was huge all over the place.
Yeah, let me share.
I thought it was going to be 2 hours, and we spent the whole day. I walked my little butt off.
I hear you. Well, let me share it with you.
I mean, I had fun, but then it kicked my butt, and I was literally on my back all week, laying down.
I hear it. Well,
that part's no fun.
Yeah.
And you can't get anything done. You don't look good, you don't feel good. You don't want to get in front of a camera for sure, I thought about doing an audio bit, but it was like, nah, that I don't want to depart from that.
Yeah, true.
And then just to steal the limelight a little bit more, when I was doing Paranormal Central, it was a weekly thing, set time. A lot of times I actually was in like really terrible pain, and I shouldn't have been sitting there. But I did it anyway. And I pushed myself. And when I decided to do this, I decided I'm going at my own speed, right? And it might not be everybody's speed, and it might not be as regular as everyone wants it to be regular. Only I'm going at the speed that I'm comfortable with. And plus, we're remodeling the room. We're almost done with it. I bought the paint today. I only have one more piece of sheetrock to put up, and then I'm moving that whole thing to a whole nother room, and that's going to be my bedroom again, because where I'm staying now I call my motel room. So I don't feel comfortable there. I'm even though I lived in this house 16 years, that's not my room. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's my room over there.
Mm-hmm.
And so shortly, hopefully within this month and maybe middle of next month, we'll be done, and I'll have a permanent place that I can doll up and fix up and everything in the motel room. It will turn from a motel room to a studio room.
That's good.
And then we'll do more.
Yeah.
And we'll do more. I want to do more outside interviews. I got another one coming up. I'm going to do Matthew and his Bigfoot sighting. I noticed he just came back. He's my nephew. But is there any last parting
Yeah, I got.
things that you
Yeah,
want to
there's
try.
a couple of things I was going to suggest here too, folks. Is that I'm just trying to let you guys know I'm very honored that everything's coming together like it is. Like I just told Alan here recently, we just got our lease upped for another 18 months because
Yay.
last time we were looking at some very serious eviction on me and the wife. That's why we were looking about redoing that lease because me and Winter talked about it and prayed about it, and they were saying, you know what, you guys, we need to renew your lease. Anyhow, like I was saying, is it mainly here is that they offered us an 18-month lease, and we're going to take it for a while. Because the fact is, I told Winter wants to be close to you and Vicky
Cool.
and Laurel too,
And
and
that's close.
yeah, and it's really easy for us to be that way, and it'll teach her some stability in her life because she's never had that.
Right. So if there's one last thing that you wanted to tell everyone, what would it be?
Just keep tuning in and keep your eyes open and keep your eyes open on the sky and keep your eyes open on the mountains.
Right.
And have a great day.
Cool. Well, there you have it. All the words from Odie finishing
And
off.
Winter.
And Winter. Yeah, I can't forget Winter. I will get this into the computer and I'll get it loaded up as soon as I can, hopefully by tonight, and everyone could be enjoying this in a few hours.
There you go.
And you guys all take care.